Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally doesn't work. Let's get open for business. Man, I went out and worked today on this deck. Oh my lord. It's hot out there, man. I saw the devil on the corner sweating. It's so hot outside today. I know it's not like Texas hot or New Orleans hot. It's DC hot. It's just hot. And I hope anybody who's been out in that drinks plenty of fluids, man, and take it easy because we don't need any heat stroke. But I had to actually come back and take a little bit of nap. Now I'm getting ready to go back out and do some more work here at the house and things to get ready for the 4th of July as well as the football season, which is coming fast and hard, guys. You know, I've been doing this since 90 something. We are down to 69 days, 22 hours, 53 minutes, and 20 seconds until the kickoff of the 2018 season. And it's going to be incredible. Now, I always find it funny, and when I talk, people say, you're just a hater. You know, you're just a Dallas Cowboy fan, so you're not going to give teams credit. Listen, I have given the Eagles more credit than they deserve, okay? I have congratulated you guys from going from the basement to the penthouse and winning the Super Bowl. Congratulations. Now that's over with. It's a new season. And I've told you guys, and of course, when I say things, I have material to back it up with numbers and statistics. I love doing research and finding out tendencies and things. I've told you guys, when a team wins the NFC East, it's not like any other division. It's not like, where the New England Patriots win every year because everybody else is always just bad or they get to mediocrity. The NFC East turns over and over and over every year since the 2003-2004 season. And the funny thing is I've been pounding that in your guys' head. I believe Saturday or Friday I saw somebody else talking about that same thing. But one of the biggest reasons that a team will do so well, and I'm not just talking about the Eagles, because the Eagles went from worst to first. Hey guys, we went from worst to first the year before. You remember 4-12? Yeah, we went from 4-12 to 13-3. Incredible movement. But that happens more times than not in the NFC East. Now, the Eagles, this is where you guys are going to say, I just have haterade, okay? That I am just making stuff up. But here's the thing. The thing you have to ask is, did the Eagles, who is now everybody's darling, they've got the best roster in football, is that really legitimate? Are they really the best team in football? Because when you go through and we start dissecting what the Eagles did and understanding one of the reasons why teams go from worst to first is being in the position they were the year before. Don't get me wrong, you still have to go out there and execute because anybody can beat you, especially in the playoffs, because playoffs are something totally different, and we know that. You can have the best team and not win in the playoffs. You can get outcoached, outmanned, or you can lose a player here or there. Things can happen. So you've got to be able to win those 3 games to be the Super Bowl champion. And hats off to the Eagles. But getting to that point, were the Eagles really the best team in football? Because during the season last year, here's what's interesting. 7 of the games that they played, 7 of them, were against teams that were 7-9 and below. 8 of them were for teams that were 8-8. Think about it. Were the Raiders juggernauts last year at 6-10? The bad new Bears at 5-11? The San Francisco 49ers at 6-10? The New York stinking Giants not once but twice, 3-13. And here's the interesting thing. There's a really interesting thing here. You know, the New York stinking Giants only scored 20 points or more 5 times all last season. 5 times. Think about that. You know, they had no receivers. They lost Brandon Marshall. They lost Odell Beckham. You know, they had no offensive line. But would you believe that the 2 highest scoring games that the New York stinking Giants had were against the Eagles? They scored 27 points and 24 points against that vaunted Eagle defense. Think about that for a second. They played the Cardinals, who didn't have a quarterback, and they played the Washington stinking Redskins. Hot garbage. 7-9 as well. So that's half of the games that they played right there. Now, when it came to playing, and not that we were great by any stretch of the imagination either, you know, um, but we played one of them without Zeke Elliott. As far as playoff teams that they faced during the season, they played against the Chiefs and lost to them 27-20. They played the Panthers and won 28-23. And they let the Rams score 35 on them and beat them 43-35. So they clearly benefited some from having that last place schedule, being an unknown, and also being overlooked. Nobody really worried about the Eagles. The Eagles. You were worried about the Cowboys. You were worried about the Giants. Those were the teams that were the odds-on favorite, not the Eagles. So they kind of snuck up on some people. But they won, and they won a lot. Don't get me wrong. But the thing you have to say is, was that defense the 85 Bears? The way they're being made out to be now? I think not. I think you're going to see now that the secret is out, now that they're the top dog, now that they're Super Bowl champions, you're going to see people playing their best. You're going to see people spending more time to game plan against them. And you're going to see them playing a tougher schedule. You won't have quite as many patsies. Yeah, they'll still have the Giants and the Redskins, but they're going to be playing some first place teams as opposed to basement dwellers. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. And feel free, all of you Eagle trolls, to leave all your comments out there that tell me I've been out in the heat too much today, that I've been hit in the head too much and had too many concussions, and that I'm just old and forgetful. But as always, friends, I want to thank you all for all your support as I get through another Sunday without football. I'm Mark Holmes. This is Cowboy Joe Boo, and I got some railing to paint outside. I'll see you soon.